Hello and welcome back to another episode of Real with Ryan. In today's video, I'm going to go through all the health habits and routines I've been using over the last 6 to 7 months to stay happy, active, healthy, and lean. As I've done for the last few years now, I love documenting my progress and what I'm doing on a month-to-month basis. So I want to take you through some of the big changes that have gone through my health routines and how I'm doing things now that might be a little different to how I did them in the past. One of the first big changes is that in the last couple of months, my commercial gym I used closed down, so it forced me to think about how I would work out and be healthy differently. So I've put some effort, time, and energy into creating this home gym that I've now been working out in a few months. And if you want to see the full garage gym video, you can check the description below. But over the course of this video, I'm going to talk mostly about my diet, my different types of exercise, and actually go into some of the routines that I've been using in order to lose about 15 pounds of fat since March and hold on to most of my muscle mass and strength while being super happy, active, and healthy. So I'll bring you along for this week of routines, but without further ado, let's hop into a shoulder workout. Starting out the shoulder day, almost every day I do a light warm-up of jump rope, and then on shoulders, I go into my arm swings to get those shoulders loose, and then I start pyramiding up from a light weight. So do a lot of reps of the bar, and then I make sure to superset with pull-ups. So we'll be doing that between each set. Then I start adding more weight, getting heavier and less reps, and including more pull-ups. And finally, I'm getting towards the top of my pyramid where I'm only able to do a couple of reps and end at the peak of the pyramid, which is 1 rep at the highest weight I can go. And this was a grind. The form kind of fell there. Then I start working down the pyramid and get some more challenging weight, but make sure I have clean reps. And at the bottom of the pyramid, we're repping it out and getting some nice burn on the shoulders. Keep in mind, I'm supersetting pull-ups between every overhead press set. And now we move on to the accessories. So this is kind of arms focused. So I'll be doing some bicep curls. I'll also be doing some tricep extension type work. This is where I do miss the cables, but these tricep pushes are doing a good job. Also do lateral raises or shoulder raises to work on those shoulder accessories. And finally, I round out most of my workouts with a ab day. And keep in mind, for pretty much every accessory set, I'm doing 3 sets of 8 to 12. One thing that hasn't changed over the years is after every workout, I have a protein shake. And then I also have creatine, which is really the only supplement I take. And then since it's kind of a cut in the summertime and I'd like to lose a little weight, I exchanged whole milk for soy milk, which I've been liking. But then whenever I'm bulking, I'll do whole milk once again. Here's an example of a pretty common dinner or lunch, but made a huge bowl of stir fry a few nights ago and have been having a big bowl for both dinner and lunch. One big thing that's changed in the workout routines is that we now do jujitsu. So I used to be very much solo in my workouts and would do everything alone. Emily would come and lift every now and then. But now, about 2 times a week, we do jiu-jitsu in an organized way. So that's today's workout for both of us. Let's get to rolling. Okay, it is a new day and that means new workouts. Yesterday, jiu-jitsu. Today is a leg day, which I'm doing in the garage. And I will say the counterintuitive thing for a garage gym, at least for me, can actually be a little bit of the motivation to get out into my garage gym and work out hard. Believe it or not, it does feel kind of difficult to get out into the garage gym and put that same amount of effort and work into a workout, even when I'm tired, because I know that TV, my dogs, video games, etc. are just gonna be right behind that door. So here we go. Today, leg day. Also the day that requires the most extensive warm-up because I hurt my knee a couple of years back. So I like to take things nice and slow, ease into my leg day, and then once I know my knees are feeling good and strong, try to push that weight up, see if we can break some records. jumping into this leg day with some jump rope to warm up, and then we're doing a longer warm up for my knees. So squatting low with the 25, leaning side to side, getting my knees and getting my ankles active, and then doing these squat holds to get the hips active as well. Now moving over to the barbell squat, I pyramid up and have a longer pyramid, make sure I'm going nice and low, getting this good activation, that my knees are feeling good until we get to the middle of the pyramid and I start doing less reps, putting on the belt and going for just pushing strong weight. Now towards the top of the pyramid, we might be only doing 3 reps at that weight, and then finally the last rep of the pyramid, just 1 for 2 plates, 225. Now working back down, just working on the form, dropping some weight and making sure we're doing several reps of a lower weight in this pyramid. Now the squats are done, we'll move on to accessories. We have everyday calf raises, and then we're gonna be doing the one-legged squat / lunge or elevated lunge, before going over to a little bit of hamstring work. So I'm gonna do some RDLs. Some days I'll skip this, but today I felt like doing it. Before doing a little bit of the kind of kettlebell or dumbbell squat. From there, some days I might walk around, do some farmer's carries or some other movements, but today I'm just transitioning over into some more abs and repping out these abs. Keep in mind on the accessories, I am doing sets of 8 to 12, 3 sets. And today was a great day, beautiful sunset, so I decided to stretch it out. Get a good leg stretch after the leg day, stretch out the back after a longer week of work, and finally end the night with some meditation. On top of rice, we're having air fried chicken thighs. I have a recipe video for those, and then just baking a whole bunch of veggies we cut when we got back from the store the other day. And here's the meal. This is what I'll be having for lunch and dinner, probably the next couple days. These chicken thighs, a bunch of rice, and then a bunch of roasted veggies. So this is a classic. We eat this usually once a week. Let me take a moment to talk about breakfast. Most of the time these days, I actually do intermittent fasting, meaning I don't really have a breakfast. I don't eat until usually noon each day. I do have a cup of black coffee. If I were focused on cutting weight or trying to look as good as I could, I definitely would try to eat some egg whites or eggs in the morning, just get a light protein breakfast in. But I've been really busy with work lately, and because in the evenings I haven't really restricted my diet too much, I've just been skipping breakfast, doing intermittent fasting, and that way I tend to have a little bit less calories in the day. And more or less, I really don't mind skipping breakfast and eating at lunch. All right, so normally I play golf usually once a week, normally on like Fridays or Saturdays. It's a Wednesday, and I just so happened to sign up for my very first golf tournament. Doing a 9-hole, 2-ball scramble, and it's a beautiful day out. What a tourney, what a day. So the golf tournament took me fairly late into the evening, and so I picked up some Wingstop on the way home, and now I'm gonna go demolish some of these wings. So unlike previous cuts or the slow carb diet, I do allow myself to eat some fast food every now and then. I try to avoid it, but I'll definitely partake in some fast food if I need it or feeling hungry. All right, it's a Thursday afternoon, another long day. Typically, I try to get a weightlifting workout like every other workout, but yesterday I did the golf tournament, and today I'm gonna go back to jiu-jitsu. I don't typically do jiu-jitsu on the weekend, so I'm gonna go ahead and get my second day a week of jiu-jitsu in, and then we'll be doing things like weightlifting and other fun stuff as exercise for the weekend. So let's go roll. Another example of a meal. We still have leftover rice and veggies cooked the other night, but ran out of chicken. So cooked up a handful of different sausages I have, and that will be my meal for lunch as well as dinner, maybe the next couple days. It is a beautiful Friday afternoon. I am all done with my work for the week, and that means it is time for me to have some fun and exercise. which is usually how I like to spend my Friday afternoons when I'm done with work, is do some sort of fun exercise. Lots of times that's golf, but I did that a couple days ago. Sometimes it could be mountain biking, but since it's been a few days since I've gotten a good lift in, I am going to do a chest day, which just so happens to be my favorite day of lifting. So let's get after it. You know the drill at this point, starting with some jump rope, and then we're gonna warm up the shoulders with some more arm swings. So little swings and big swings before getting the triceps and chest warmed up with some various grips of just the bar. So I'll do narrow grip, then wide grip, then kind of my standard grip to get the arms and chest feeling good before pyramiding up towards my max sets once again. So here you can see the middle of the pyramid, making sure the form's feeling good before pushing this weight up. And now we're closing in on the top of the pyramid. I'm gonna do this for, I believe, 2, despite the struggling reps. And here we go, top weight. Oh, nope, can't get it. Roll of shame. And that is why we use safety bars there. A slight near-death experience and back to the regularly scheduled program, doing the pyramids down on bench once again before going to incline dumbbell bench press, doing multiple sets of these as well as doing kind of the landmine press. I'm getting the top of my chest working there. We'll do several sets of those before doing kind of these dumbbell flies, if you will. Not sure what to call them, but it does work. And finally, a couple sets of abs like we do every day. So at this point in the week, the abs are feeling good, getting a good workout across the body here. I still have a whole lot of energy left, so I'm gonna take my longboard and go longboarding. There's a nice little route that I do. It's like 4 to 5 miles, should be about 45 minutes or so, and just enjoy the beautiful day because it is amazing outside. This is one of my favorite stretches. Super nice, long and smooth downhill. And this pavement's like butter here. And finally, a journey into the enchanted forest. So finishing up that longboard ride, I've been working out for quite a while now. It's been kind of crazy, and honestly, I feel like I could work out more. Just Friday afternoons, if I have a lot of energy, man, I just feel so energized to go outside, have fun, work out, run around, just do whatever is calling me. So I think I'm gonna call it there. It's starting to get dark. I longboarded 5 miles, did a full chest day. You know, that should be enough exercise, but I certainly could take more. I was having a blast. I'd be remiss if I didn't show you the other popular lunch option that I have during the week is buffalo wings. So I cut my own wings, I air fry them up, and can make buffalo wings on any given lunch day in about 15 minutes or so. A little bit of a gloomy day here, but it is the last day in my workout routine. It is the back day, which is heavy deadlift. Sometimes a beast of a day. Deadlifts can feel pretty intense sometimes, especially on days like today. It's a little bit gloomy, a little bit cloudy, feeling a little tired. But let's get into this last workout of the week. Back day is all about heavy deadlifts for me. So getting right into it, I do sets of deadlifts, starting to warm up with a lighter weight, do a lot of reps, make sure everything's feeling good, looking good before I start to move this weight up the pyramid like I do with almost every day. At 225, I get the belt on and I'm going for sets of 5. And then from there, I'm getting to the top of the pyramid where I'm only doing a couple reps of each set. And today it looks like we're gonna be maxing out on 315, otherwise known as 3 plates. Some days I'll get more than this, but I'm happy to be at 3 plates despite being down 15 pounds on this cut. So from there I move on to accessories. Depending on how hard I go on deadlifts, there's more or less accessories on back days, but do some wide angle pull-ups, do some kind of traditional grip pull-ups or chin-ups. And then I usually end with some sort of type of row. Sometimes it's a barbell row. Today it is a supported one-armed row. And usually I'll end with abs, but I didn't get that recorded today. Here's another popular meal we have on a week-to-week basis. This is homemade burgers, and we make the patties ourselves. And then sometimes we'll include fries. We do have asparagus in the oven, but we'll eat the burger first and get to the asparagus later. All right, and that is going to be just about a full week of working out and the different types of exercises and meals that I eat during the week. I've been doing this more or less for the past 6 or so months, and I've lost about 14 or 15 pounds. I weigh around 179, started at around 194 at the end of the bulk. But here is where my physique is at now. I'm super happy with where my physique ended up at for this cut. I'm not as ripped as I've ever been, and I don't have a six-pack of abs, but I feel lean. I feel like I look pretty good, feel good without my shirt on at the beach, and overall I'm just really happy and healthy and happy that the physique kind of matches. This certainly isn't the most cut or most fit I have ever looked, but I'm really happy that I have what I would think is a decent physique. I feel strong, I feel fit, I feel athletic, and in general, I feel great. At the same time, I haven't had to sacrifice a ton of things in my diet or eat super strict to get there. I certainly could see myself at some point in the future, if I wanted to optimize for my physique, I would definitely lean on more dietary restrictions and do more stuff like the slow carb diet, exchange some of those carbs like rice and bread for beans. But more or less over the last 6 months, I've gotten to eat pretty much whatever I want as long as it's in moderation. And through this kind of routine, I've been able to feel really good, feel fit, and keep almost all of my strength since my bulk. But that's going to do it for this week's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have a moment, I'd love if you consider hitting the like button or subscribing to the channel because it helps me out a lot in my journey of becoming a content creator, and it means the world to me. If you have any thoughts about my routine, the form of my workouts, or any exercises I should consider, as well as equipment I could try in the home gym, leave that in a comment below, and I would love to see if anyone out there has any advice. But thank you so much for watching, and as always, thank you for keeping it real with Ryan.